think people are starting to trade in their Excel for a bit of R and Python, but actually if it's used in the same way, as in it's one person writes it all, there's no checking, it sits on their C drive, there's no documentation of the code that they're written, you're essentially not really any better off. In fact, you might be worse off, because at least someone else has got a chance of picking up a spreadsheet and figuring out what it does. But unless you're a Python expert, you're unlikely to be able to pick up someone else's Python code and be able to run with it from there.
I think that's an excellent point, and I think it ties with Peter's one around, it's not the tool that's the issue, it's the mindset of, you know, actually it's good discipline to be thinking about creating repeatable processes that have got controls in place, that have got appropriate mitigations. And I do wonder if there's a risk of going, well, oh, Excel is bad, oh, there's this cool thing called R and there's this cool thing called Python that's relatively cheap, let's do that instead. But it actually hasn't addressed the risks of Excel, which is the, you know, is it documented? Are there risk controls in place? Have you got single point sensitivity? What if someone gets hit by a bus? Can the process continue? And I think in many cases those risks remain.
It's a bit like all these tools to a greater or lesser extent let you tinker, and is that tinkering for the right reasons or getting you to the right place, or is it because you're interested in what you're doing and want to explore something else? And the more kind of bits that you stick on to the side, so like you kind of start with the tinkering thing, you realize that it might be of value, so then you just glue it onto the side, which you can do in Excel, and like Stephen said, someone might still be able to pick that up and understand it. You can do it in R or Python, but there's going to be fewer people who understand what you've done if you get hit by the proverbial bus the next day.
One of the points in the survey that did stick out to me was the systems used for rates deployment. So I think it's like 10 of the 25 were using Excel to deploy the rates. So once you calculated the rates, they're actually using Excel as a way to deploy them somewhere. That does give me the fear a little bit, because I really don't think that Excel is particularly suitable for any sort of heavy duty data management. And I think there is a point that, okay, you calculate rates in Excel, but you need to get them out of there and into a controlled environment pretty quickly.
Yeah, and also minimize the risk that somewhere between approvals and landing in a rate system somewhere, there's no opportunity for those to have changed in some way.
Yes, yeah.
I grabbed version 23, not 24, which was the approved one.
Or the phantom multiply by 0.1 seems to have crept in somewhere.
Yeah, where did that one come from? Yeah, no,
yeah.
we're obviously all speaking from experience here.